A baby was going to end his life. The energy attack would be directly against the Emperor of Cold, thus destroying his body little by little. The last thing heard from the Emperor was his screams of frustration. At the end of the battle, Goku would return to his base state without realizing it. Frieza's assistants, who had seen from the Emperor's ship a great light of energy that would have appeared in space, would be quite surprised. After the energy disappeared, they would think that Frieza had won the battle, anxiously awaiting his return. Frieza is the strongest in the universe. No one can fight him, let alone a Saiyan who supposedly survived his attack. All people in front of the Emperor are trash. Minutes passed and the Emperor still did not return. The soldier, worried that the Emperor did not return, would have used an energy tracker that he found on the ship. But when he detected the presence, it would have broken again. Perhaps the Emperor was defeated. This can't be possible. If there is a person in the universe that could be able to beat him, this must be a dream. It would be better to wake up as soon as possible. I know this sounds risky, but we need to see what happened to the Emperor. Before the Emperor's soldiers lit the ship, they would have seen what seemed to be an object that would have surrounded the ship. The soldiers, when they saw it through the crystal of the ship, would be surprised that it was only a baby that was in front of them. But what worried them the most was that possibly that baby would have eliminated the Emperor. To check it, one put on the last tracker that was left in the ship. When it was put on, it would have exploded in just 1 second. It really was a baby that took out the big Frieza. Listen everyone, you'd better get away from the crystal as fast as possible. That baby eliminated Emperor Frieza, and possibly eliminating us. Goku, even though he was curious about the ship, he just watched, but after a while, he got bored and moved away little by little. Apparently, that baby with great power has left here, for this time we were all saved and we haven't lost our lives. Now that the Emperor has been eliminated, it makes no sense for him to still be here. I know it sounds stupid, but I think I should look for a way to revive his body. Even though he was not the best person in the world, I think my reason for living is to serve him. Listen everyone, maybe the Cold Emperor has been eliminated, but this is not the end. I will not force anyone to stay, but those who want to continue in this crew, I want you to know that we will be looking for a way to bring him back to life. Meanwhile, Goku. He was still flying aimlessly in space, traveling at a great speed. Goku would have lost consciousness, since being so small, he could not control his powers very well. Although he had fainted, his body by itself continued flying through space, spending more than 1 hour. He would have reached a planet that very few people can be able to step on, because the most powerful figures in the universe and some small planets knew of the existence of this being and its symbolic planet. Before Goku reached that planet, his body would burst into flames. Whis, who was quietly watering some plants, would not take so long to feel the unusual presence of the person who was approaching his planet. Goku would not go through the layer of the planet, thus crashing into it, creating with him a large crater in it. Whis would quickly go to where the crater was, wondering in his mind what could be what he had found, since it was very unusual for him that something fell on the planet. As he walked a little further, he would realize what was inside. He was surprised to see that little baby that looked like a newborn with a lot of dust from the earth on top of it. How a baby fell to this planet? This can't be possible. I need to see his memories as soon as possible and see how he got here. When he put the tip of his staff on Goku's head, he couldn't see at all. How interesting. The first creature in this universe that I can't see his ancient memories? It's as if something blocked them. I think this baby didn't fall here just because. I think it will be worth taking care of him for a while. I'll ask Mr. Beerus if he allows me to. Whis would go to the room where the god was resting. He would ask him about the child, but as the god was so sleepy and thought that the angel was just playing with him, he would say yes and then go back to sleep. Whis would go to where Goku's body was passed out to say in his mind, "Baby, you have been saved. The god Beerus gave me permission to take care of you. I think that after a few years when he wakes up, he will be surprised." A whole day would pass after that event. Goku would finally wake up. He would be in a comfortable bed, but he would start crying. Whis, hearing Goku's cries, would go to his room to try to calm him down. Despite his attempts, Goku was still crying. Suddenly, the planet of the god Beerus would begin to tremble slightly. This child, with his crying, is making the planet tremble. It would be better to give him a little hit in the neck to calm him down. The walking stick would go to Goku's neck, but out of nowhere, Goku would start to expel that red aura again. Goku would stand up from where he was lying, and then throw energy balls at the angel. The angel would dodge them without much difficulty, but when dodging them, the only thing that went through his mind was how a baby was able to have the power of a god. Goku would try to throw himself against Whis, but Whis could grab his hands to be able to load it. "Calm down, baby, I won't hurt you." Whis would have taken out a bottle magically to put it in Goku's mouth. Goku, after drinking the bottle, would have calmed down, returning to his base state. Goku was calm and a little happy, because his only problem was that he was a little hungry. Seeing this baby so calm makes it seem like there's nothing special about it. Now that I know what he's capable of, I won't hesitate to train him and see where he's coming from. Time would pass. More than 5 years would have passed after that incident. Goku, in spite of his young age, could already speak very perfectly. Besides, his power would have increased a lot, thanks to his potential and the training that this angel has offered him for a long time. "Hey kid, how about a practice training?" Goku would get into the battle position. Goku and Whis would start a friendly exchange of blows. But despite the blows that Goku would throw against the angel would not be able to touch him. Whis would think, despite the time, this kid hasn't managed to use his transformation like a god. I think I'll have to push him a little, so he can really see his true powers. Whis, on his staff, would have brought out a divine beast. This was a beast with which the angels trained when no one saw them. The blood of these beasts in the multiverse is very precious, because if you drink it, you can increase your power. But even though the angel knew that, he would only order the beast to fight against Goku, because Whis thought that increasing his power with external things and not with his own effort would not be of much use. Goku would be surprised when he saw the huge beast, and then he would retreat backwards. Goku would think it was all a game, but the beast would hit his back and fall to the ground very easily. That thing hurt me. My body hurts for the first time. Goku would charge energy into the palm of his hands, but his attack would have no effect. Goku would be hit again and again by the animal. Whis felt a little pity, but he would not stop the fight. He knew it was in Goku's best interest. The beast would carry large amounts of energy in its mouth, and without thinking twice, it would throw it at the boy. The angel would be confident that Goku would awaken his godlike power because he was stressed, but that was not the case. The energy would impact Goku's body, removing various parts of his body, such as arms and legs. Goku's eyes would be white and lifeless. The angel, seeing all this, would scream, "Damn! You overdid it with that energy ball! Now the boy has lost his life!" "Sorry, my lord, it was not my intention. Besides, the energy of that attack was not so much. I swear that at no time I wanted to end his life." "Forget it. Nothing can be done. You are a divine beast. Why blame you? It was my imprudence that eliminated him." Whis would clench his fists, as he would no doubt have grown a little fond of him. He would use his power to revive his body, but no matter how hard he tried, he could not. Now, I could only bury him and hope that he would live a good life. But out of nowhere, a white light would have come out of Goku's chest. A strong current of air began to be felt on the planet. Goku's hands and legs, along with his wounds, would begin to heal. Goku would open his eyes again, using his Red God transformation again. "That attack hurt me too much, a pain I had never felt before. You're going to pay for it." Goku's fist would fill with the red aura. He would throw himself against the beast, but this would see the murderous intent of Goku. So with his ki, he would create a sphere to protect itself, but the impact would break its shield. Whis would automatically teleport to stop the attack of Goku. This would make this angel move by a few centimeters. "Master, if you get in the way, don't blame me for being rude. I have to end his life once and for all." Goku would throw another blow again, but the angel would start to stop them. No matter how much Whis told him to calm down, Goku did not pay attention to him. From anger, his eye would start to bleed. It changed color to a golden hue. Whis, who would have seen it in Goku's eyes, would remain still and unable to move. "My body can't move. It can't be possible." After looking at his eye, "Can he be able to leave me still for a single second?" "Beast, now you're going to suffer." Goku would begin to carry in the palm of his hands a colossal mass of energy. This energy had the size of an entire planet. No doubt, if that would impact on the planet of the god, they would be finished. The energy would be launched. The beast that looked fearful would take courage. I will not be eliminated by a child. Roar of divine beast! The loud roar was pushing back the energy ball, but from one moment to the next, Goku would have lost control of his power because of that roar, which would have stunned him for a few moments. That moment was more than enough for Whis to hit Goku in the neck with his staff and then stop the energy ball with his 2 hands. He would open a portal which would send that massive colossal power far away. But where it was sent, in the distance, a huge explosion could be seen, which devastated several planets. Since this child is so powerful, he was even able to stop me. No doubt, he is a great danger.